Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're doing a makeup declutter of my entire eye makeup collection for the most part. This was not including the stuff that I have in my everyday bag because that's clear that I use that every single day. I filmed this about 2 months ago when it was the week of my college graduation, so I'm now in my post-grad apartment. Then you can see the mess behind me, everything like that. I don't know why I wanted to do it during that time, but when I get an idea I have to do it. And I wanted to go ahead and get this video up for you guys because, as y'all know, I'm trying to catch up on the content I have for you guys. Nonetheless, let's get into this makeup declutter. We got a lot to get through. This is Dodie. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you're not already. Okay, and let's just get into it. The desk is messy. Like I said, I'm literally moving out, so don't mind. First is the Morphe by BH Cosmetics. I absolutely love these colors and I love the idea of this, but I just don't know if the quality, this is gonna go in a maybe. I think this is absolutely great to have. I love my Morphe palettes personally. So they're kind of just like a solid formula. I'm not gonna say they're like the best of the best, like high end, but they're good. And I love the color selections. Tati Beauty, I can't get rid of this because you literally can't get it anymore, I'm pretty sure. I just love all the glitters. It's just great. Like, this is one of my favorite like pop of color palettes. Just some great colors, even some water activated like liner colors. I love this NYX Ultimate Utopia palette. Some people don't like their shadows, but to me, I love experimenting with this palette and just trying new looks. They're not too pigmented, but they're pigmented enough. So that's my take on that. Really quickly, just to preface, I know I'm not getting rid of a lot right now, but the things I'm most likely going to get rid of more are the smaller eyeshadow palettes, because these big eyeshadow palettes are usually an investment or really great selections for a reason. So you'll definitely still see me getting rid of some. I already know some that are in front of me that I don't want to keep, so don't worry. I will be keeping this, however. This is my Beauty Bay Bright Matte palette. I actually need to use this more. I need to remember that I have this. Like, this will be my bright color palette. And this, like, these are my go-to bright color palettes, these two right here. So then I have the Meredith Duxbury Morphe collab. Let's see. You see, I like this, but my brain is asking me whether I need it or not. So let's compare to the other Morphe palettes we have really quickly. Okay, so I already know. I immediately already gravitate towards these colors. I love, like, this is calling me, I need to use this more. This is great, don't get me wrong. However, if I open up my bright palettes now, do I have palettes that already mimic all the colors I like in this one? Okay, I'm not seeing as vivid of a pink yet. I am seeing some pretty good blues, maybe not the exact same. Orange you could pretty much replicate. The reds are pretty similar. Okay, note taken, but the real test is whether these brights are duplicated in this one or not. To be fair, I don't see anything that is as neon pink as this pink. But, okay, shoot, guys, I have to keep it for this color. I just decided. I'm so sorry. Okay, we're gonna keep it. Don't do that. That's crazy to keep an eyeshadow palette for one color. I'm gonna start doing like shop my stash, and we'll get use out of all my eyeshadow palettes. That's what I've just decided. But do you know what that did just make me decide? Since I kept the salmon-y color in that one, I don't need to keep this palette because of the salmon-y colors. So I'm gonna get rid of the Morphe and put this in the stack for my friends to choose from. Okay, wait, let me organize these again in my bright so that I can keep comparing. So we have my bright palette, my medium palette, and then my neutral palettes. And these will all be on the side so that if I ever need to compare, if I already have too much of something, they're right there. Okay. The next thing up is my Natasha Denona gold palette. I love this palette. I need to use it more though. I do highly recommend it. I do think the shadows are amazing, and because it's Natasha Denona and I do like it, it's clearly not being gotten rid of, so that'll go in the neutral pile. Next up, let's kind of finish up through our big palettes. Need to wipe this down with a makeup palette, but this is a declutter video, not a cleaning video. I will clean it though. Don't come at me. I love this palette. This is not like the other palettes I have in neutrals. These are more cool tones, so this will be kept. All my other neutral palettes we've saved so far have warm tones. This is cool tone. My So Jaded Kathleen Lights collab. I love this. I cannot get rid of this because look at these jewel tones. It's just different. You can't replicate that. And it's like limited edition. Like clearly they're not doing it anymore. And I love Kathleen Lights. Shout out Kathleen Lights. Then last but not least, the Smoke and Roses ColourPop palette. Let's see if I think this one is worth it. I do. Look at that. What a surprise. But now, as y'all know, we have the Patrick Ta Major Dimension palette. I need to use this palette more. In fact, I had a look I wanted to do recently that involved this. Okay, now we have the Morphe Bronze Metal 9R. This is really pretty, but I need to swatch this and see if I actually really like that. Keep. Okay, now, I actually love the Revolution eyeshadow palettes, but you guys, I don't use this one. It's really pretty, and it is a lot of the colors that you've seen me keep. I just don't gravitate towards it, so I'm gonna put this in the pile for my roommates. This Frosted Flakes collab that I got, don't even ask me why. I just thought that I had to, and I just didn't. I'm never gonna use it. It's super cool. It's also not a recent launch now, so I can't even make cool content with it where people like wanna go buy it or anything just because of the Frosted Flakes packaging, so I'm gonna put this in the pile for my friends as well. Now you guys, I love this Makeup Revolution palette so much. It's worn and torn. You can see how disgusting it is. But I'm like, maybe it's so old that I should let it go. I think I'm gonna. The Morphe 2 palette. These colors are really pretty. I just need to think about if I'm actually gonna use them. What I really like in this palette is this one. So let me just, that is like the most beautiful. So something I would like to pair this with is maybe this shimmer. So let's see how that performs. Okay, not very good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very underwhelmed with that shimmer. Let's try again. Okay, so you can kind of build it up enough, but let's try, I don't know, even just a, maybe they're dried out. Maybe that's my bad. Okay, I'm gonna keep this. I'm sorry. I'm not good at getting rid of eyeshadow palettes, okay? And this is one of my clean ones, like, come on. Okay, this is kind of like a, it's actually like a blush palette, but this is in this section and I do not use it. So I'm gonna put this in a thing for my friends. I think they would like this. I got this in Italy and I have yet to use it the way I should, but I can't get rid of it because I got it in Italy. So my Naked 3 Urban Decay Mini. This is just stunning. Let me go wash my hands because I can't swatch anymore and I'll be back. We're back. This is my Color Haul by Joa Cosmetics, if I'm saying that right. I still don't think I've ever used this. I have a lot of respect for how pretty it looks though. Let's swatch some of the shades once my hands dry a little bit in a second and see if the pigment is actually worth it. So we'll put this to the side. The Sigma Ambiance. This palette is good. I just need to like swatch it again. So to the side. Okay, this is my ColourPop. Good job, Lauren. No. This is my ColourPop Blue Velvet palette. I would keep this, but I'm not going to. I'm going to put this in a thing for my friends because as y'all saw, I have my really vibrant palettes. And while this would be nice if I'm going somewhere and traveling and I know that my big look is only blue, so I can take a smaller palette like this instead of the huge one, yeah, that's great, but I don't see that being that big of an issue. If I know I'm wearing a blue eye, I'm fine with bringing one of my bigger ones if it's that big of an event, if it's that big a deal, whatever. I don't think I need a solid blue palette personally. I love palettes like this, but I think for the purpose of this decluttering video and where I'm at right now, I don't need this one because I have a lot of them in my other ones that are also good formulas. So this will be in my friend's pile. Okay, this is the BH Mimosas palette. This is the one I got along with the Amalfi one that we just gave away. And so once again, I just don't know about the formula. I still don't think I ever used this. It's so pretty, but I'm gonna give it to my friends. I love the colors. I just have other palettes that do the same thing for me. Okay, now this I need to use more, but I love these colors. I think it's really pretty and I like the cool tone rosy. That's definitely a vibe that I like. So keep my Huda Beauty Retrograde. If you know me, you know that I absolutely love these palettes Huda comes out with. I heard recently that her like, what was it, Icy Nude or something, I believe, was gonna be her last palette like these. There's no way that's true and I don't want to believe it, but just in case you guys, there ain't no way I'm getting rid of this. So these are the colors. I know that this is not your like average traditional color palette, but I actually used this as an everyday palette at TCU by putting like the muted tones and the neutrals. You can see the ones I've worn down a little bit. And then occasionally like having fun and doing like a purple in my crease for TCU, of course. This was a really good like college starter pack if you ask me, because you had a lot of fun colors almost leaning on a neutral scale to do for like fun events if you're just now getting into makeup, like this pink one. You have these golds if you had like a goddess party, these blues if you had like a mermaid outfit, because y'all know everything's like themed in college. In case you were doing like some like galactic like space fit. I kind of made that blue on accident, but that was a really good like inner corner. You got a perfect beige just at the eye. For light skin tones, this is a great transition shade slash like to contour your crease. For a little deeper skin tones, this is great. And I loved the springtime you could bring in with these lighter colors, but then also the winter time you could bring in. I really liked it. So if you have this and haven't gotten use out of it, I highly recommend looking at it from the lens that I tried to just open y'all's eyes up to, but I don't think you can like get it anymore. But so my writing on this is literally getting worn off and I will never get rid of it. I don't know why this is in here, but anything that shows up in here, we're just gonna go through. I'm gonna put this in my friend's palette because I just don't think I need it anymore. I have a lot of options. I love my Scott Barnes, so I will not be getting rid of these. It's probably time, but for that blush one, but maybe I will restock that eventually later. I just need to clean it. Love this Norvina palette. For the longest time, I put one of these in this one as in my inner corner. It was so pretty. I'm keeping this. Oh, ow. Tease the Season is our last big one. Guys, I don't think I need this. No, you know what, guys? I'm not even gonna compare it. I just don't think I need this. I'm gonna give this to a friend. This will go in my roommate's pile. And then we have the bigger Naked 3. And this is always a keep. It honestly just pisses me off that it's broken, so I'm gonna let if my friends want this. Okay, let's swatch this. I have a feeling this is better than I think it is. Yeah, okay, I love that. We're keeping that. Don't know why I don't use that. And then let's swatch this one. I don't think I need this. I'm gonna give it to my friends. I love this palette of mine. It's so old. It's very similar to my other, but this is Bobbi Brown. And then I think this is last, but no, we have the other one. Those are all keeps though. Anyways, this one is definitely a keep. It's my Charlotte Tilbury. I need to get more use out of it, but really quickly I'll show you guys these that are on the top of my table every day that I use a lot. So this from Tarte was in a collection and it had that palette, this palette, and this palette. I think they're absolutely stunning. Then I have my Makeup by Mario. I believe this is my Ethereal Eyes. I love this one. I have my Desert Skies by Ulta Beauty. I actually like the Ulta Beauty palettes, fun fact. Blushing Blooms by Ulta Beauty. And then Jason Wu. A lot of people don't talk about this the way they need to. And these are absolutely amazing matte. So if you cannot afford the Makeup by Mario, but like the all matte palette that everybody's raving about, try this Jason Wu palette because I really like it. If you want something similar to the Makeup by Mario all mattes or the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions, but you can't afford that, you can get this at Target. You can get this at the drugstore, and I absolutely love this. Here we go. First off, I do not care for this blue colored ColourPop. There's nothing wrong with it, I just don't use it. This I'll put in my friend's basket. The Refi Brow Gel, great. While I need a new one of these, yes, I'm keeping this. Yes, I'm keeping this white inner corner. I like this purple one, I hope to use it more. This is dried out to be thrown away. Love my NYX Lift and Snatch in Ash Brown. So good for a natural wing or for brows. I will never use this, so I'm gonna put this in my friend's. I like the idea of this, I'm gonna keep it. I'll keep this brown liner. I'll keep this is my current waterline. I love this. I'm gonna keep this one. Yeah. This is old as well. The Wet n Wild Breakup Proof. Throw away. This brow pencil is chill. This is I don't even think works. Throw away. Throw away. Keep. Friends. Keep. 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 Throw away. Keep. Okay. It's a little more spacious. That's definitely more spacious than it was. Now, the last thing to do, okay, so mascaras, plus some of the mascaras have overflown over here. We'll start with this. I need to throw out anything that feels old, and we're gonna do that right now. Old. All my Lash Paradises are old, even though I love them. Okay, so definitely throw out those. Now, I do have these two blue mascaras. I'm just gonna keep these because I haven't gotten to try them yet. Now, I love this Wet n Wild shade for the eyes, but it clearly has been messed up a little, so I probably need to get a new one. But so that I remember the shade, I'm going to keep it until I can replace it. This is a lash primer. I think this is pretty old, so I'm going to throw that away as well. Okay. Brilliant Eyes Ombre. Let's see. I think maybe one of my roommates would, but I would not use that. So I'll put this in, I think, for one of my roommates. I love this. Is what I use to like highlight my eyes. On top of my eyeshadow, you can't really... Maybe you can. I think maybe the light is catching it. I love that. This is a lash serum from Ordinary. I haven't gotten to try it, but I'm gonna keep it. Okay, so then I have this Fenty Beauty that seems pretty similar to actually that Wet n Wild that I just said I didn't want to get rid of. Oh, I like that. I like this like red color, so we're gonna keep this. I love my little crayons. This is a like olive green one. Okay. My e.l.f. I love my e.l.f. Keep. This is just a lighter one, it looks like. This one was okay. I'm gonna give this to my roommate. I'm gonna give this to my roommates. I don't love this one, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna give this to my roommates. They might like it, but I just want more of like a white, like my next stick. This is Moonstone. I think I may have gotten this in Italy. I'm trying to think. It's so pretty. Keep. And then from earlier, that was an eyeshadow palette. I think it's always good to keep your glitters for like fun occasions, so we'll keep that. And then just a quick shout out. I'm really sorry, but it's been a hectic week and I'm graduating, so I'm not going to go through stuff that I know I use every single day, but I will give y'all a shout out to one that was in my everyday, and it's the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the Super Shock Shadow in the shade Ritz. What this does is it has like a bronzy tint on the background of it, so to speak, but it's still a glitter on top. So you can either swipe it to still get the color, or you can just, oh my god, I haven't had my light on this whole time. That is so my bad. Okay. Anyways, putting this back. And that is it for those two. And that's everything for the eye makeup collection Declutter. Don't forget I post content based on what y'all engage with. So if you want to see more videos like this video, comment on this video, and if you're not subscribed already, definitely subscribe. So thank you guys so much for watching, and go declutter your makeup.